Hey guys, I just wanted to kind of go over what happened today. I went to work and wanted to blow off some steam, so I went to the range and I took my Wilson Combat XTAC, the compact size, so 4-inch barrel. Originally this was going to be a cleaning video, but obviously you can see it is clean again. Kind of got a little ambitious and started cleaning before I started the video. So just continued on, clean the gun, but just kind of want to give you. I've shot about 100 rounds through this. Actually, exactly 100 rounds. So figured I'd kind of go over my thoughts on it. I've carried it since I've received it, which was last Thursday. So not a whole ton of hip time, but I think I can give you a quick little first thoughts on it. So this is a bushingless system. You can break this down almost identical to your Glocks. Slide the barrel off, take the spring out. The only real difference is it's not a captured spring, so reinstalling it can get a little tricky. It's not hard by any means though. And the barrel comes out the front and not the bottom of the slide. So incredibly simple. My Colt is a standard 1911 field stripping system. This, on the other hand, is incredibly simple. You rip it apart, clean it, and throw it back together relatively fast. As far as accuracy, I didn't have my glasses with me today, so seeing my shots past about 10 yards was hard in a poorly lit shooting range. So I tried to keep it closer to about 7 yards. I could see my shots where they were landing, and at that range, being able to really look at the target and being able to focus on it, I was able to just put bullets on top of bullets. It's kind of ruined other 1911s for me. I'm starting to consider. Don't get me wrong, my Fusion Firearms is a great pistol, great build, but I love this. This is just better in every way, in my opinion. The fit and finish is there. The accuracy in my hand, this is more accurate than that Fusion Firearms. Even though that Fusion Firearms is a full-length barrel. But the gentleman I bought my Fusion Firearms from, he loved it, said it was a tack driver. I can't seem to hit anything with it. Could be trigger feel. I don't know. This has a great trigger. They say between 3.5 and 4.5 pounds, but it's the way it breaks. It just sneaks up on you, and that's how a trigger should be. You shouldn't know when it should break like a piece of glass and make clear. And the reset is just about maybe a 1/16 of an inch, maybe less. The finishes on my Fusion Firearms are great, but in my opinion, I like this more. I like the grips more. The Fusion Firearms are extremely grippy, but there's a point where they are too grippy, and those might be borderline too grippy, to the point where it might start tearing your hand up a bit. These, on the other hand, incredibly grippy, incredibly comfortable as far as thickness and in the way they've been milled. I have a large hand. I have thin hands, but they're large in size, and it just fits perfect. I couldn't ask for anything more. The checkering front and back and on the slide, which is, according to Wilson Combat, something that Bill Wilson put some good thought into, and I agree. The 100 rounds I've shot through this, I've had no hot spots. Even with my hands having some minor little nicks and scratches from trimming trees and whatnot, it didn't hinder my shooting. They were smooth enough even with certain things rubbing right on that little cut. This was 100% a pleasure to shoot. So if any of you have been looking at getting one, I highly recommend it. The sights are great. They're unbelievably fast to pick up on. Let's see if I can get this to focus for you. The U-shaped rear sight, which is a Wilson Combat, is, I didn't know how I was going to react to it in quicker shooting, but it makes it incredibly easy to pick up on. They have checkered the back of the rear sight. I haven't had this out in, any sort of sunlight. I'm excited to see how well that, deflects any shininess from the rear sight. But it's a great, slick design. If you had to, on a one-handed reload, you could hook this on to something, whether it be your holster, your shoe, anything, and maybe do an emergency reload. Some of them are, some sights are smooth, and that kind of takes away that option. This, if you hooked it enough, you could do a reload. That's just on my hand. So it is possible, which is a good feature. I think having that option is nice. Not having it, now you don't have that option. When depressed, this is 100% smooth. You cannot feel any sort of gap. That aids in, how nice it is to shoot on a long-term basis. The safety is a good engaged safety. Some of them, you click it in and it wiggles, or it doesn't have a good hard lockup. I would much rather it be a little stiff than, but again, it's not too stiff. You can easily put that on and off with one hand and not tear your thumb apart. Some of my guns, I got a callus, but you'll tear your thumb up. So I love the whole design. Tearing it down is simple. Shooting it is simple and easy. Easy to be accurate. That's a big thing. Anyone can be accurate with, a capable gun, but sometimes you can just pick up a gun and it's easy. It's second nature to shoot it. This is one of those guns. That Fusion Firearms, I'm sure if I practiced enough, I could get good with it. It just happens that I can't just pick that gun up and be proficient with it. This, on the other hand, I put 100 rounds through it, and I would take it to competition tomorrow. It's incredibly accurate. It works with my uses. EDC, concealed carry. But if I ever wanted to run a competition with it, I wouldn't have any hesitations. It's more than capable of doing that. So, it's kind of a little quick overview of this gun. Highly recommended. If you've been looking at getting one, don't be afraid to pull the trigger. You won't regret it. I know I have a friend that has just picked up a full size. I don't remember which model he got, but he's just itching to go to the range. He just recently picked it up, and after talking to him today, he's getting pretty anxious to go shoot his. I'm pretty excited with how this is turning out to be probably one of my favorite pistols. It'll definitely get a ton of holster time, which, I buy my guns to carry. What's the point in having them if you're not going to take them out and go enjoy them? So, quick little overview. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Maybe next time when I go to clean this, I will remember before I get halfway through cleaning it. Then I can show you the disassembly, assembly, the ease of cleaning. So, yeah, stay tuned, and maybe I'll take the camera out one of these days and do an on-site shooting of it, demo it for you guys. Try and show you some groupings at maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 yards. Me and my other buddy do some competition shooting between the two of us. More just friendly competition, but we do get into it. We run a timer on us, so I may bring you guys into that. Show you how this would run in competition style shooting. It's a minor beveled magwell. Both of my 1911s are a large beveled magwell, so just have to practice on my reloadings a little to get a little more accurate on this one, but it is more than capable of putting rounds where you need them. And geez, I've always wanted a 9mm 1911, and I think I'll have to get a Wilson Combat when I get to that point, because I couldn't have asked for anything better than this. Super happy to have this in my collection, and yeah, I hope to have another one in my lineup soon. Well, not soon, but eventually add to the collection. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll keep throwing videos up, as I go. Hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, comment. Hop on my Instagram. If I don't respond on YouTube, I'm pretty responsive on Instagram. Same as my YouTube name, Utah Knives and Gear. Give me a follow there. I usually will have, if they're an oddball maker, I'll try and tag them. If not, and you're trying to get a hold of anyone like that, just let me know. I can probably get you the right information to get a hold of those people as far as custom knives or anything like that. So thanks guys, and have a great rest of your week.